So I've got a few concerns about James. I feel like he hasn't been learning enough. Was there was a situation for the backstory is that I planned probably 95% of this trip, told us where to go, told him how to learn about survival. Around 95% of it, he came in quite late into it. I organised it all mostly, pretty much, other than maybe the flights he helped with. I did pretty much 95% of it or so. And he seems like he might be getting too comfortable in himself, because what can be done. For example, with fishing, the things you can probably fish, you know, my idea would be to use a mosquito net and make a, I think it's called Cien or Sen fishing. I think like he's getting too comfortable with himself. What I'll do with fishing would be to get a kind of, he seems to be getting way too comfortable with himself. What I'll do with fishing is make some kind of fishing Sen, I think it's SENNE or CN type situation with the mosquito net. But yeah, he's getting a bit too kind of complacent with where he is. We can do a lot more, but yeah, hopefully he learns the skills soon, essentially. Because at the moment, a lot of the kind of tactics, a lot of the skills, a lot of the ideas are coming from my way, just in terms of like what we should do and how to do it, just because I've just had more time researching this kind of stuff. I never know. You do kind of notice as well. Obviously, when you're in, when you're in shoes in a normal place, you walk with using your heel first, and then you put your toes down. But obviously, that's only because in modern days, the heel, having shoes, having a nice heel, means that you can kind of like put a lot of force into your heel and it doesn't do damage. Nowadays, out here, because okay, so what you do kind of notice essentially out here is different in the way you walk compared to how you would walk like at home. Because obviously at home you've got shoes and you can walk with your heel. Because you've got heel first normally, and you can pound your heel into the ground and you won't feel any negative effects just because the shoe heel is taking most of the brunt of the force. Obviously back in the times of the cavemen, before shoes were invented, they would actually walk on their kind of tiptoes essentially. This is just because that will absorb more, it helps like spread the absorption of the impact of hitting the floor all the time. And that's kind of what we've gone back to now here. As well to that, going like toe first, or kind of going a bit more flat-footed, means you are able to essentially feel the ground for good spots to walk on, rather than going heel first and slamming your heel down, because that could cause a lot of damage. Yeah, that's good. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to look for some larvae. Best way to find larvae, this is how I walk anyway. More of a kind of softly putting your feet down, quite reasonably flat, but you kind of go with your toe first. You kind of like scout the area for the rest of your foot, like that. As you can see, I've got the duct tape on my foot there, just to protect that cut, because it feels painful and it could easily get infected. Yeah, so I'm going to look for some. Now I'm going to look for some larvae. Essentially, larvae it should be found. I'm going to look for some larvae. So right now I'm going to look for some larvae. Larvae can be found in dead wood or like rotting wood. I've been trying to look for it before. I couldn't find anything, but I'm going to give it another go.